Before beginning, make sure that you have some water. Maybe have a journal, a pad and paper, or art supplies, something that can help you, or a tool that you can use to record thoughts, emotions, or otherwise express anything that might come up, whatever is most useful to you. You might also want to grab an object that can help you feel safe and grounded. This could be a rock, a crystal, a stuffed animal. For some folks, this might mean having a picture of a loved one nearby. Whatever makes the most sense to you. There's no special clothing that you need to wear. It might be helpful to wear comfortable clothing that you can move in, sit in, and stretch in. Once you're all set, once you have all your materials nearby, you'll want to start out in a position where you feel comfortable and supported. This could be sitting on the floor or sitting in a chair with a supportive back. Maybe you even begin laying down. Whatever feels supported and comfortable to begin. Once you've settled into position and you've noticed or sensing, aware of the points of contact with the ground, with your support, start to bring your attention to your breath. Begin just by noticing your breath. Have you been holding your breath? Is your breath shallow or deep? Is it fast or slow? As you bring attention to your breath and you notice what your breath is doing, you may notice that your breath starts to change. If, for example, you are breathing kind of shallow, you may notice that your breath starts to deepen. You can also choose to take more deep, even breaths, if that's accessible to you. Stay here for a few moments, breathing in and out, allowing your breath to flow as easily as possible. Take a few more breaths. Maybe you begin to start breathing into different areas of your body, bringing your attention to your neck, your shoulders, your back. Start to tune in to your body. How does your body feel? Are you aware of any sensations of pain or tension? Maybe bring a bit of breath into those areas. As you're beginning to notice your body, noticing sensations, you may want to begin to gently move. You could start by nodding your head up and down slowly, or tilting your head gently from side to side, turning your head from side to side. Continuing to pay attention to the breath, move with your breath, turning your head to one side, back to center, to the other side, tilting your head to one side slowly, and stop when you feel the edge. Don't push, don't strain. If at any point you feel sharp pain, stop. You may now want to begin to roll your shoulders, slowly bringing them up and breathing out as you bring them back down. So forward, up, breathing in, And then back and down, breathing out. Forward, up, back, down. Go at your own pace. If you want to go slower, that's fine. If you feel like moving a bit faster and it's not painful, that's okay too, as long as you continue to breathe. Then reverse. So if you were moving in one direction, now roll your shoulders in the other direction. So back and up as you're breathing in, forward and down as you breathe out. Continue at your own pace, breathing as you raise your shoulders, exhaling as you bring them down. Now, you may want to move to your spine. The spine can move in several different ways. It can arch forward and back, chest forward on the inhale, and back, hunching. Your head might come down a bit as you exhale. If this movement feels good, you can stay here for as many breaths as you want, inhaling to arch, exhaling to hunch, or whatever feels good, whatever feels most easeful. You might also want to begin to circle your spine. This looks like bringing your chest forward, then around to the side, back into that hunch, to the other side, and forward. I like to inhale as I come forward, lifting my chest, and as I come to the side and around to the back, I exhale, and then I start to inhale again as I move to the other side and then forward. Inhaling forward, beginning to exhale as I stretch my spine to one side and back, the other side and forward. If you've been rotating your spine in one direction, you'll want to switch. So inhaling forward, exhale as you stretch your spine to the other side and back. Inhale to the opposite side and forward. Continuing to move with breath, paying attention to your breathing as you move. If your breath becomes shallow or fast, if you find that you're holding your breath, ease off on the movement. You might want to come back to the beginning position, centered, grounded, and still. Come back to the breath, and then begin moving again when you're ready. A couple more ways that you can move your spine. You might choose to twist from side to side. This can look like breathing in and then exhaling as you turn to the left, placing your right hand on your left knee, your left hand behind you, only turning as far as is comfortable. Don't push. You can stay here for a breath, or you can just continue to move without holding the stretch for very long. Inhaling as you come to the center, exhaling as you twist to either side. Inhale, center, twist to the right, placing your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you. As you breathe, you feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, the twist deepens a bit. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, feel the length exhale, feel the twist, and so on. You can choose to stay with any movement that feels good, especially if there's a movement that gets into a tight area. One final spinal stretch. Coming back to the seated position. Inhale, feel your spine nice and long. You can raise your left hand. Your right hand is at your side on the floor. Or if you're sitting in a chair, you might hold the seat of your chair or the armrest. Inhale, the left arm is long. Exhale, bend to the right. Using your right hand, your fingertips for support, and feeling supported through your seat. The bend does not have to be far at all. Just moving till you feel a stretch, till you feel your edge. Inhaling to come back up, left fingertips to the ground or holding the seat of your chair, raising your right arm, exhaling to bend to the left, and then inhaling to come back up. I like to keep this particular exercise moving rather than holding a stretch, but do whatever feels good to you. So you might continue to, on every inhale, raising up, every exhale, bending to the side, and so on. Or if it feels good and it's not painful, you can choose to stay in the stretch for a few breaths. At this point, you've been moving your head and your neck, your shoulders, your back, your spine, and even your arms. This can be enough. You can choose to end here, or you can choose to continue the movement. Maybe you want to stand up. Maybe you want to move more of your body. Maybe you want to get some good stretches in your legs or your hips. Maybe there's a stretch that you want to stay in for longer. If it feels good to continue moving, please feel free to do so, as long as you are moving with and connected to your breath. At any point during this exercise, if you start to feel tired, shaky, or sharp pain, it's perfectly fine to stop and to come back to center and come back just to the breath. As I said, you can choose to continue moving if you wish, but for the rest of us, let's come back to that initial position where we're comfortable and supported, and check in. How do you feel? Are there any emotions coming up? Do you feel more spacious with your breath or in your body? Do you feel calm or more relaxed? Do you feel more energized? Notice what's coming up. Notice what's changed or stayed the same. If you find that a lot of emotion or strong emotion or thoughts are coming up, now's an excellent time to get out your journal or your art supplies or prime some music to dance. Whatever tool for self-expression is most accessible to you, now is the time to express. And if you don't feel like writing anything down or recording anything, that's fine too. You've just spent a good chunk of time connecting with your breath and your body, bringing a bit more space, hopefully, to both, more awareness, and that in and of itself is wonderful, and it's enough. You may want to spend a few moments or more hanging out in this grounded, more open, or more calm space, experiencing your breath and your body. If you haven't already, take some nice big sips of water, and when you feel ready, you can get up, you can move around, and return to your day. I hope that you feel expansive and centered, open and present in your body. However you are feeling, I hope that you are kind to yourself today. Thank you for listening.